Let us start.
Good morning. Tonight I want to talk about principal types.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Tonight I want to talk about principal types of easements in our jurisdiction, which could be useful for you as a state agent. Easement is a legal right of another person to use part of your property. There are two fundamental types of easements: temporary and permanent. Temporary easement is granted for a definite period of time. The reason is to allow access to a property during reconstruction, for example. Permanent easement lasts for indefinite time.
Mr. May I interrupt you? It's speaking actually. I'm sure you can retell everything you have on this.
Permanent easement is lasts for indefinite period of time.
Okay.
It is recorded on deeds and survive any sales of property. There are three types of common types of permanent easement. They are easement in growth, perspective easement, and easement appurtenant. The first one, easement in growth, is the most common, and it involves only one property as the subject, the property subject to the easement, and it's used by public corporations such as telephone and electrical companies. Another one, perspective easement, refers to use of another property which should be open, that is not secret, notarious, that means it should be clearly visible and continuous for a state period of time. In our jurisdiction it is 20 years.
What about Ukraine? Does it have the same?
Сервітути за часом, чесно, я не пам'ятаю. Ну, сервітут за
Can you
часом.
say the same but in English, please?
Я особисто я думаю, не знаю.
Ну, у нас і поділ інший. Чи встановлюється земельне сервітут
Maxim,
за
the
часом?
question was not to check the knowledge,
Ага, sorry.
but to check the knowledge of terminology. No. Really appreciate if you say the same but in English.
What?
The same question. Everything you said, but please in English, not in Ukrainian.
The classification of easements in Ukraine is different. It is the personal easements and land easements. And talking about...
Well, maybe it's not personal but private.
Maybe private. Should be. And talking about setting land easement with the time, I couldn't remember if it was in the civil code.
Maybe you don't have that.
Maybe.
And if you don't have it, why?
We can ask Shabrowski.
Suborovsky knows.
Knows?
Okay, is it all in what it was in the listening?
No. The last type of easement is easement appurtenant. When benefits on adjoining property, such as walkway. It is recorded when a subdivision created in a property two or more small parts. There is an important subtype of easement appurtenant. It is easement by necessity.
Okay, thanks.